transiting Pluto in Aquarius conjuncts your natal sun in Aquarius. This isn't a transit you feel, it's a transit that reprograms you. Pluto doesn't come to give you power, it comes to make you discover what true power is. And when it merges with your sun, especially in Aquarius, this is not a classic identity crisis, but a deep, almost revolutionary reshaping of the very structure of who you are. The sun in Aquarius is inherently freedom-loving. It wants to be unique, different, to see beyond conventions. But Pluto isn't fascinated by uniqueness. It seeks the truth behind it. So during this time, you'll be faced with questions that aren't asked out loud. They whisper from within. Am I truly free, or was I just rebelling? Is my authenticity a choice or a defense? Who am I when no one is watching and no one is following? Pluto dismantles the old version of yourself, not as punishment, but as preparation. Preparation for a new kind of presence, not rebellious but powerful, not distant but integrated, not an identity built to resist the world, but a consciousness ready to shape it. In daily life, this may feel like an identity crisis, but that's just a surface symptom. Deeper down, something in you is finally releasing the need to prove, to stand out, to be special, and instead focusing on what is truly undeniable: your energy, your vision, your inner power. This is a time when the ego is being reborn, not through external validation, but through internal transformation. You no longer seek to be recognized as different, but as authentic. You don't withdraw from the world, but you no longer beg it to accept you. You stop playing by the logic of resistance and start living by the logic of truth. Psychologically, this conjunction is a process of psychic purification. Old self-images, roles, identities, and masks begin to fall away, not because they were wrong, but because you no longer need them. In the silence that remains, a new quality emerges, a silence that radiates. In relationships, you begin to recognize where you've been part of someone's system, rather than truly seen. You'll pull away from interactions based on intellectual stimulation and move toward connections that offer depth, space, and truth. You may appear colder, but in reality, you're becoming whole. No longer seeking validation, only resonance. No longer speaking to sound smart, but to express essence. In love, this can be the most intense period of self-revelation. You can no longer pretend, adapt, or be the easy one. If your partner cannot face your truth, they won't be able to hold your love. But if they can, love will deepen to a level where words aren't needed. Love becomes a space for transformation, not projection. If you're single, you might attract someone who's not dazzled by your intellect, but who recognizes your energetic truth. Someone who doesn't fall for your uniqueness, but for your essence. And that may feel strange, intense, but also freeing. Professionally, this is a time when you're called to become an authority without a title. You'll find yourself in roles where your ability to see wider, think deeper, and speak truthfully becomes vital, not because it's your ambition, but because others recognize your weight. You might become a leader of ideas, a mentor, a visionary, but only after becoming honest with yourself. Financially, this transit doesn't bring easy gains, but it does bring a complete reorientation of value. You'll no longer work just for money, but for meaning. And because of that, money will come through channels charged with real energy and purpose. Your power will grow not through control, but through influence. This transit won't give you a spotlight. It will make you the electricity behind the spotlight. A force that isn't seen, but changes the atmosphere. And when you speak, people go quiet, not out of fear, but out of deep respect. So remember, this is not a phase of expansion. This is a phase of concentration. It's not here to make you shine, but to make you radiate from within. Not to show others who you are, but to reveal it to yourself. This isn't just a phase. It's a turning point in your soul's architecture. You may not fully realize it while it's happening, but years from now, you'll look back and say, "That's when I stopped pretending. That's when I started becoming. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to the channel. Here, we don't read charts just for fun. We read them to understand the deeper patterns shaping our inner evolution. And if you feel that astrology is just one language, but you're ready to dive deeper into the meaning of ego, soul, and conscious transformation, you're warmly invited to explore my second channel, Evolution of Consciousness, because astrology shows you the code, but consciousness rewrites it. You'll find the link in the description below. Thank you for being here truly.